What is up? Haydee III has been out for a couple of days now, and it seems like a few people are having trouble getting through the tutorial section, so why don't I go ahead and do a quick walkthrough. The tutorial section is pretty linear, so it's not going to be too difficult. There's a couple small differences between softcore and hardcore, but not going to be too difficult. Anyway, so you start off in this room, obviously. You can look around a little bit, but there's not really too much to see. Come around these curtains to this door. Then you run up this, and you have your first button right there. Just mouse over it and click. I'm using a keyboard and mouse, so click E to interact with that. You walk right up to the ledge and press space to climb up. Then you just click E again to activate that door. This pipes door we will open up later. Okay, so we've got this great gated off door. All you gotta do is click the switch. Now be careful, if you click like there, you're just gonna open and close the box, so make sure, look at what it's outlining. So here it's outlining the entire box. You just want to outline the switch. There you go. Okay, here, hit the, on keyboard and mouse, you hit the control key to crouch down like this, and then you can walk forward. And remember to hit the switch. Okay, here's another one. Run over here, hit the switch. Now, if you walk through these red lines, you'll put the grate across the thing again, but walk over here, jump up, and you'll grab on like that. And there you go. To climb up, while you're holding on, you just hit jump again. Didn't make that clear. Okay, here, another one. To get to this switch, we jump up here. See on these tiles, if there's two tiles like this next to each other with no tiles above it, you can grab on like that. And then if you want to go two tiles up, so if you're holding onto these tiles and there's, two tiles up there, you can hold up and then hit space again to go up one level. And then while you are holding on to any level, you can go shimmy left and right and hit the button. And then to climb back down, you can probably safely drop from right there, or you can go over here, drop, and you'll grab onto the ledge automatically. And there you go. Next. Okay, so this one is going to be a little more tricky, but not really. So here you've got, bars across the entire screen, but you can walk over here, grab on right there, because there's you got two panels with no panels on top of it. There are places where you'll see just like one panel, like right there, and you cannot grab on there for whatever reason. You just shimmy across. So when you get to the end, you just hit left again, and you'll go into that position. That's kind of your jumping position. You hit jump again, and boom. Okay, this one's a little more complicated. So this one, you can shimmy around corners. So here you can see you've got, two panels, and then two panels again. You can shimmy across again. And here, if you just try to jump back, so you've got this back jump, where you hold back like that. If you just do it from right here, you'll hit some of the lasers. So instead, you see what I said earlier about the two panels. You can go up a panel, and even though this pipe is kind of coming through there, it's not really going to interrupt that. So you hold back, and then hit jump. Boom. Another one. Okay, this one's a little more complicated. So this one, you go over here, hold left, jump across. If you do one of those side jumps, you do have to land on something that's like 90 degrees. So if there was like a gap right there, and then you did side jump, you would not grab on right there. It would have to be right here. Now, okay, hold left, jump across here. This one is kind of a go up. It's kind of a trap set for you. So you go across here, and you think, hey, I can just jump across. No, you cannot, because you will end up grabbing onto that ledge over there for those two panels, and from there all you can do is drop down and you'll drop on one of the lasers, but instead you can drop down to these two, and from here you can jump across. Okay, this is kind of like a repeat of one they had in Haydee 1, but they didn't really have the instructions out there. So to grab onto a ledge, you turn your ass towards the ledge, crouch, and then you hit crouch again, and then there you go. Now you go over here, drop down. Her robotic arms are stronger than her human legs, so they can support a lot more weight, so you can drop down on her arms like that. Jump over here, go up, jump over here, and you see, even though there's this pipe running behind there, you can still kind of grab onto the ledge. You'll see this a few different places, so just look for that. Up, and then up again. So one thing to point out is that when you're in this position, you do need to hit jump again to get back up. So, okay, here we've got a interesting room. We will get this yellow key later, but also take a look at this. This is kind of like a battery receptacle. We will get the battery in there it is. Don't worry about that. We'll deal with that later. And here is a battery, but we're not going back there yet. We need to go this way, so walk up, mouse over the receptacle, you'll see it outlined like that, and then if you have it on your quick bar like I do, you can just hit the button, or you can check your overall inventory by hitting tab, and then with the receptacle highlighted, you can just double click in your inventory and then go to the door. Here's a room we're going to see a few times here. There's a crawl path through there that we'll see in a minute. There's another battery receptacle right there, and if you crouch and go underneath this, there's another crawl path right there, which I think many people or at least I was. I completely missed this crawl path, which caused me problems. And also take a look at this machine right here, this jack that's jacking up the grate, and then it has a lever that's going to become important in a minute here. So crawl back through this way, go back through this way, and you can hit the button, and now we can grab the battery and move further in without having to use that door. We can use it right here instead. Well, one thing to point out, if you're in your inventory, you can assign whatever number you want right here. So you just mouse over it, and then you hit the number on your keyboard, 1, 2, 3, 4. You can't assign 5, 6, or any of the higher numbers, just 1 through 4. But there you go. Here is our first save room. I am currently doing this demo on hardcore, so you have these diskettes right here. Softcore mode does not have the diskettes. You can just save many times as you want. And so basically you just walk up to this device right here, hit the button right there. Here I was doing some tests before I did this little walkthrough, and sure, rewrite, save our progress. So if you're on hardcore mode, you actually have to hit the button to use the diskette. If you're just on softcore mode, you can just walk up to it and hit the E button by default to use it. Okay. So then you walk over to this crate, and we get our first green key card. You can just right click on it to bring it to your inventory, or you can click and drag and put it wherever you want. So let's go over to this door. Again, like using any other item. This we cannot access yet. we need the lockpick, and we get the lockpick over here. So this one, it's starting to get a little more complicated. So you can either start right there and then jump back here, but you can just start here immediately. Now it's going to be a test to make sure that I remember everything that's we're doing right here. So jump up here, jump over across the gap, jump across the gap again. And here you can see how you're just kind of like holding on by just your arms. So you can't like really jump up or anything. You can try to, you know, bring yourself up like that, and then you just kind of shake a bit. Not really sure if that's useful for anything. But here you can, you know, shimmy across 90 degrees like that. And then you just do a back jump. Now, you can't jump, let's see here, make sure I didn't screw everything up. You do back jump across there. Now, I believe you can just do a side jump over here, and you grab the bottom of the platform like that, which is, you know, a valid place to grab onto. Then you just shimmy over, and you bring yourself up. And here it is. Notice it's in this supply cabinet. There, you'll find a few other supply cabinets like this, but they're closed. So just know that you can open those up. Then let me make sure I remember how to get back across. Okay, pretty sure you start off right here, go up, do a long side jump across. Okay. I did a test run before this, but... Oh, that's right. This is a trap. Instead, you just go right here, hit control to drop down. You grab onto that one. Remember, you can drop from pretty much any height. As long as you're catching yourself with your arms, you'll be fine. And yeah, up here, go across, and you can jump across this way, then jump across all the way to the right. You'll grab down there, go up, and now this one's kind of, you know, it doesn't look like it, but again, you're holding on right there. You've got a platform, 2 squares above you, so you can just climb right up like that, which it doesn't have the filled in square, so it doesn't look like it would work, but it works. So here we go. Now here we've got this. Use the lockpick and you open it up and you get the yellow key. So that requires a red key, which we do not have yet. But you remember we had a yellow door back here, so grab the battery, come back across this way. Put the battery in the thingy to open up the gate, and put the card, unlock with the card. This room is starting to get a little more complicated. I need to make sure I remember how to do this one. So, what you actually want to do is you want to get into that, or actually that gap right there. So you actually have to go all the way over to that side, do some more climbing, then come all the way back, and then jump over to this platform, and then go up there. It's complicated. So you jump up there, jump across, shimmy across. You can't grab there because there's a, see, I'm sure you've got the 2 white tiles there, but there's one more on top of it. So like I said, you have to have 2 tiles next to each other to grab on. Go up 1 level, hold back, jump across, then you can drop down. Let's see, let's make sure I'm doing this right. Wait, I'm not. Need to stay on that pillar right there. Then you jump all the way across. You can grab onto that platform, go up. You go off to the right, up, sideways. Then you can grab onto that platform, shimmy all the way across. Do another side jump over there. Shimmy over there. Now we can go up like that. And now we are going to turn left. So once you're up here, you turn left, go up. We are going to be coming back this way. I already have it picked up, but you'll find like a little Haydee doll right there. So a little collectible to gather up, but it's not really that important, but you can grab it if you want. Then you shimmy across like this. And then from hanging, since there's actually a platform to climb up on, normally you would just be going up into this, shaky hang right there, but instead you can go up like that. So right here, turn your back to the opening, drop down. And it looks like you should be hitting right, but you actually have to hit left to come across this way. Climb up. Take a note of these cameras that keep following you. Come across, be careful of that hole. And then here is the switch to unlock that. Now you can just kind of come back here, drop down. Now we have to get over to where we just were. Come up here, jump back, fall down. And now we open up the supply cabinet and we get the green card. Like I said, a more complicated room, but we're getting it. So, I want to get out of here. Let's go over here. Do a side to jump over. Shimmy across. And just jump back. Okay, progress. We want to grab the battery as we go back. And hey, this door is closed. Why is this door closed? Something must be going on. Stick that right there. And hey, this is closed too. But this is now open. So you end up in this room. That leads to the connector room, and that leads to the pipes room. Remember, the pipes room is the same room that we saw a door for earlier on. But come over here, look for these carefully falling women. Okay, sure, whatever. Then you shimmy to the left right here, and then you can grab on right there, drop down one more level, shimmy to the right, jump, then you shimmy to the left. Once you get right here, you can go down a level, shimmy across, and up. Now you can just walk across these pipes. Be careful not to walk too far. I haven't really tested it, but you possibly could fall down right there. Come over here. And here you go. And follow the pipes. So now you're on this platform, and you can grab onto that platform. You can either jump up and grab on right there, and then back jump across, or you can just kind of, you got to get the spacing a little bit better, but just grabbing right there, and there you go. Do a jumping grab right there. Now here you grab on by this pipe. Actually you go up a level first, almost forgot that. Now do a side jump, and there you go. Then you crouch down and go through here. And now we are back technically in the room with the lockpick chest. Go down this hole right here, and there you go. And we have the green card, so bam. Now we can pick up the red key card. The red key card goes to that other door in the save room, which is the Junction room right here. So we've just done a bit, so I'm going to go ahead and save a little, do another save. Alright, open up the red door. Here we go. Now here, take a look at that. That is one of the new enemy types for this game. Let's go say hi to her, see what she does. And she explodes. So, be prepared for that. Open that up. Now, here's one of the old enemy types, going back to Haydee I, Slashy Bot. Now you look over there, and you see, hey, there's a weird device right there. That's, you know, one of the mines. Go over here and hit the button, which opens the door, and she gets exploded like that. The slashies actually have a sound effect now, or have sound effects now, which is kind of neat. So grab that. This is a handle for one of these jacks, which we will use to re-jack open the door in the area we were just in. So this room should look familiar. Come back here and use the handle to replace it into the machine, and then use the machine to open it back up. But we're not going in there yet. We've got one more tool we need to grab. So that end room there, we will go there in a minute, but we don't have everything we need. So go over here, down the stairs, and you see another Slashy Bot, but we are not going to release that one yet because that would basically just give her a free run straight to us. So we got to figure out something to do about that. And we don't have a gun yet because actually you might be able to just barely see it, but that guy right there has the gun. So we head over to the pool. See that floating guy? See right there, that's a mine. See, since it's green, that means that we can pick it up. That red mine right there will blow us up if we get too close to it. And of course there's yellow colored mines if they are activated, but when you put a mine down, it turns yellow, so you have just a couple seconds to get at it. This one is basically we just climb our way out. It's not that tough, but there is kind of a decoy jump you may accidentally take. I know I've done it. I did it when I was doing the test for this. So far it seems pretty easy. Where you want to be getting is right there. So to get there, we have to get over there. To get over there, we actually come right here. Jump all the way back, and I think I may have already been here, but jump all the way back, jump to the left, jump up, and then from right here in the middle we can jump back and grab the ledge. Oh, and the button to switch which shoulder you're looking over is just the C button on keyboard by default, but I don't know what it is on controller. And now we have the screwdriver. We can open up these grates. So from right here, doesn't really look like there's anywhere you can go, but you can jump straight back and grab onto the ledge right there. Shimmy across, drop down, and drop down again safely. Look at that. Come back in here. Carefully grab the mine. Over here. Just hit the button to set the mine down. Be careful running away so you don't get caught up. You gotta get away from it before it gets armed. And then pull the switch and set off our little trap. So over here, you have a gun. Open up the supply chest and you get some ammo. So to use a gun, so right now I'm holding right click To use the gun, you first have to equip it like that. You can either, just hit the associated key, or you can double click on it in your inventory. And then to load it, you just hold like that. Then you hit R to reload. Also, if you're in your inventory, I believe you can click and drag onto your weapon. I haven't tested that. I assume it'll work. In Haydee II, that was a way that you can reload faster because it wouldn't play the actual reload animation. Then we go back to the pool room. And now we have, see that number 1 on our gun? That means we have 1 bullet, which means we have 1 bullet to take care of this mine. So, boom. Now we are out of ammo. So use the screwdriver to open that up. Now we are in this water-filled room. In a softcore game, if you swim straight down, you'll find some ammo. Since this is a hardcore game, it's actually going to be a diskette. So just hit Control or crouch to swim down, and then swim over like that. The swim controls can seem a little clunky, like not unresponsive, because it seems like the game really, once it gets into a animation, it doesn't want to stop the animation. So that's something you'll have to work around. Go over here, crouch, and all the way back around here, and you are going to need this ammo. And on hardcore mode, you really need every shot. I think you can get by with only missing like 2 shots. But in normal or softcore mode, like I said, there would be ammo down there that you would have gotten, so you would have had a little bit easier time. And come out this way. Okay. Well, actually, let's test that reload thing. Okay. It is still quicker to reload in your inventory like that. Okay. Now we go back to that one room. That's the end, to the junction. And I'm just going to do another saves, because why not? Normally you would want to be a little more conserving with your gear, but all of this gets, you don't get to keep the gear from the tutorial going forward. Come back out here. Come back over here. Screwdriver on that. That part, what I just did, this took me a while to try to find this route. But yeah, I think that might be where a lot of people are getting stuck. This room, you don't really need to do anything, but you can practice. Basically, hold a direction and you hit. So, while you are aiming your gun, you hold a direction, you hit space to kind of do a little evasive roll. I don't know if you get literal iframes, invincibility frames, but anyway, this device. So once you get through there, this device right here, that is the device that you need to open up the way in the end room. Okay, I just soft locked myself, but first time I've done that. The blind leading the blind here. Anyway, so I need the battery. You get the battery from over here, I believe. Yep. Wait, first things first. You gotta come through here, come back around here, hit the button. I knew when I sat down to record this that there'd be some step that I would miss, but whatever. I got it. Okay, so now we have the battery, now we can go. Go through here. Okay. Grab that. Go through here. Let's change. Put that on number 1. And you see there's that guy right there waiting for us. So let's go ahead and get this started. So what you just saw, they take less shots if you shoot them in the head, and I think like after 4 shots, if you get 4 shots, you know, in a quick succession, they'll stagger like that to kind of throw off your aim a little bit. But just take your, on these guys you can take your time, but on slashies it can be a bit more nerve-wracking. Keep hitting the wrong button. Okay. This room, I'm going to show you a trick to get easy shots on these guys. So start listening very carefully, and you can hear him start walking. So run back here. You notice I kept myself crouching. And once they round the corner, crawl back into the hole, and you see how they stop moving. Basically, if you're in here, they can't get at you. So you can just kind of take your time, line up your shots, and kind of cheese them a little bit. Yep, here's footsteps. There's that guy. Okay, and now we only have 5 shots left. And the next enemy we're going to face in here is a slashie. So once we touch this platform right there that I'm pointing at, the slashie will activate. So we will run back down here. Still crouching. We'll definitely hear her. Yep, she's got a much faster gait. And when you sneak back around here, I think slashies have a thing that when they lose their target, they make that sound. So anyway, shoot them right in that glowing eyeball. And look at that, 2 shots left. So this is hardcore mode. On softcore mode, you'll have an easier time of it. Right up here. If you got injured at all in that fight, if you tried to fight him legitimately, you can grab that right there. Hit this button to open up the way to the way down. Hit this button to open up the shortcut. This leads you back to kind of the start of the section. This leads you back to the starting area. If you remember all the way back then we go to the way down room. Go to the connector, then come back here and go to the junction, and let's do another save. I got my save diskettes, off a hotkey, so I got to go in here and double click on them. Okay. Now that we have this device right here, this, I don't know what it's really called, it's like a button nullifier or whatever. Go into the end, walk over here, drop that on there, and there we go. We're in the checkpoint. This right here, so you notice no tools after this point. If you walk over here and try to get out, you can't. I'm pretty sure like everything in your inventory is considered a tool at this point, so put that in there. Hit the the button. Then walk through the hall. Look around a little bit. And I think over here is another one of those Haydee dolls. But not really too much we can do right here. So just run up the stairs. Central hub. And now we are technically out of the tutorial. Hooray. We will probably end up going back to medical at some point. But you run up the stairs to the utility room. That's a save location. But first... Ooh. I hadn't noticed that before. That's going to be interesting. Over here is a notepad, which you can pick up some lore there. You have to hit the... I found you have to hit the escape button to get out of that, but then you come up here to the utility room, and you've got a save room. This guy's dead on the couch. And here is an explanation of these chests. In Haydee II, they had these same upgrades, but they didn't really explain what they did. So, I remember seeing one streamer that absolutely had no idea what to do with the chest, so just ended up carrying it throughout most of his run. Anyway, so yep, upgrades your aim, upgrades your damage, upgrades your clip size, your magazine size, technically not a clip, and upgrades your fire rate. In Haydee II, upgrading your damage, especially for your main pistol, was really important. But yeah, there we go. You can just walk over here. Oh, I don't have any save discs. But this is hardcore. If you're in softcore, you should be able to save, no problem. But anyway, there you go. That is the tutorial section. So, good luck. Have fun. Till next time, later.